Hey guys, Speed Bancroft here, founder and CEO of Speedy Eats. Behind me is our first generation beta prototype. It's in-lab use only. I wanted to take the time today we've already initiated the order. We're going to run a product from end to end and let investors, people that are on the fence about investing, people that want to be operators. We have 500 operator warm leads that have come in the last 5 weeks, by the way. So I'll take you through the entire system. This is a fridge. We never freeze our products. We do fried chicken tenders. We do fried chicken nuggets. We do wings. We have a breakfast model. And we do pizza, of course. We're starting off with pizza, but for our chicken, the wings, tenders, and nuggets, we sell a fryer. Like if you're going to rent a commissary, you would have a fryer. You'd fry batches of three-piece meals and 5-piece meals. The other items that are cooked along with the chicken tenders or nuggets or biscuits, and either baked beans or mac and cheese. So that's what would be stored here in the fridge. You can see that this is our first generation. We just have simple wire framing. Of course, this is just our proof of concept. However, we have built a prototype that will show you for how the shelves are going to look. They're independently isolated and insulated and the purpose of our new design for the shelves in the fridge are to increase the shelf life of the entrees. So the entree moves from the fridge to a conveyor oven. This is a impinging convection oven. It is not microwave. It is not radar or any of that other stuff. It's true convection. We have a top turboprop, a bottom turboprop, and we obviously have the heating element. It has a catalytic converter. Doesn't need a oven hood. So you can set these up indoors or outdoors. If we set it up indoors, like a retail space, we can partner up with Pour My Beer or Tap Bill, which are self-pour alcohol systems that we're partnered up with. So the product cooks. We then apply a lid. We'll come back to the when we're actually going to apply the lid. But we apply a lid mechanically. This is our second generation. Over here in the unit, we have a first generation. We also started building a third generation with more controls. But it applies a lid, snaps the lid on, and then the product comes to our warmer. And our warmer is really what separates us from everybody else. Our warmer is that's what our patent is based off. Being able to cook entrees and hold them in the warmer in advance of peak hours. And the reason why we do that is because we want to serve the entrees and the beverages and side items. We want our serve time from the time you drive up, place your order, scan your phone with the QR code. We want that serve time to be 20 seconds or less. So we want to really be able to move traffic through our little automated kitchens that we set up in parking lots. So the warmer is set at 175 degrees. And if the product sits for too long, we have a receptacle in the warmer where the gantry goes up, grabs the product, and puts it in the receptacle so it doesn't get served to the consumer. This would be the drive-through. We have a high, medium, and low QR code scanner. This is also part of our IP, our patent. So when you pull up, you place your order, you get a QR code. Where you scan, you're telling the system where to bring the entree. So if you're in a Ford F-250 and you're up higher in a van, and you need the product to come to you, not lower or in the medium, we can do that. And so this is the lid that's being applied to the base to complete the packaging. What you're about to see is the entree goes into the warmer and is stored on the back shelf. So this would be the front shelves. This is where the consumer interface is. You pull up, scan your QR code. If you're in a mid-size SUV, you scan here. It's just where your point of contact is, where you're comfortable with reaching. It's dumb. It's not like you don't have to go on your app and say, hey, I drive a van or a F-250 or a Chevy Z71, or I drive a Honda car. It's just wherever you scan it. So in this section right here, we have a 5-inch gap for insulation, and this is where we're building our fridge. So our fridge houses our beverages, Cokes, Sprites, kombuchas, fresh squeezed orange juice, stuff like that, chips, side items, and condiments. So if you set this up as a barbecue unit in your fridge, you'd have coleslaw and potato salad, your cold sides, to pair up with your entrees. If you do pizza, you may have salads here. Our fridge also has a purge option, so if the salad's expired, it kicks it out into a receptacle. And so the product is now on the back end of the warmer. So when you pull up, this is how you would, on the back end of the warmer, you'd see 10, 20 entrees or whatever the demand is. Our system will interpret how many products need to be cooked, and we advertise for those products. We don't do the full menu in the warmer. We just do the top selling items, and we advertise, hey, if you come, right now you'll get a five-piece chicken tender, biscuit, and mac and cheese. It's ready right now. Anyway, we also plug in our software to DoorDash, Waiter, Uber Eats, Postmates, and Grubhub. Our software will integrate with theirs, and you will see our menu as like a restaurant where you can place the order on their apps. The order comes into our Linux gateway, processes with our PLC. So when the driver comes up, they get a QR code, they scan, they get their beverage, side items, entree, and they go make their delivery. Again, the system can be set up as pizza, fried chicken tenders, fried chicken nuggets. So we had this system built where it was originally going to be a walk-up, but after we did, our cycles, we've done 5,000 cycles with this unit. After we did our testing, we realized kind of, what we could expand into, being, using the warmer as a way to manage multiple logistics inputs, orders coming in from third-party delivery platforms, or satisfying a takeaway customer that is coming through our drive-through. So the product is fully cooked, as you can see, top and bottom, fully cooked, crisp, and I'm going to cut this right now. We'll cut and we'll go over here and cut this so you can actually see what the end product looks like. We use the same technology that most restaurants use, a conveyor oven, which is how we get such a great product. And so anyway, we'll adjourn to the table. I'll cut the pizza and show you up close what the pizza and the products look like, okay? As I mentioned, this is the pizza, just went through, cooked. This is our pizza cutter. Comes along with our packaging. We have a patent pending on the cook and hold model you just saw. We also have a patent pending on the packaging. It's a design patent where we make these. These are fully compostable bamboo sugarcane bagasse thermoform trays. And we create a recess right here that has an indention to pop in a cheap little or inexpensive little pizza cutter. Comes with a bottle opener, and they work really great. But if we deliver the pizzas, we don't want to slice them because that requires a water connection. Our system is all electric, by the way. You don't need a water connection. So the customer slices the pizza themselves. And so also I want to mention that we have a double recess for the cutlery. If you want to do, if you're the packaging will also include for a fork and knife.
Too hot?
It was good. So it's still hot. Pizza cutter works great, and the pizza comes out great. And that's it. You get a great product. It's convenient. You get a full meal. The per ticket transaction, like a normal kiosk, is around $8.50. With our system, your per ticket transaction for the operators is around $15 because you're serving a full meal with side items. So there's a lot more profitability in this type of setup being set up in a parking lot, and there's tons and tons of empty parking lot spaces that are perfect for this type of system being dropped in. Again, does not need a water connection. We don't run a water connection. It just needs a 100-amp service electrical line. Runs off of a 220 single phase, and that's it. It's plug and play. You sign up, you go through our training. It's a 6 to 8 week lead time on the manufacturing. We deliver, we install. Pitney Bowes is our service technician contractor. They do the calibration. They do once a month checks, preventative maintenance. When you buy into the system, you have to pre-buy your spare parts. And we're doing the audit right now on what those parts should be. It's going to be your server motors and things that are moving, things that have the most friction and the most wear and tear. The warranty that we offer is based off of 100 cycles of the unit, 100,000 cycles of the unit. The electrical has a 10-year warranty, and so does the PLC. We have external cameras on the outside. We also have internal cameras. I'll eat this in a little bit, I'm hungry. But we have inside cameras. So, and I forgot to mention this, but when the pizza comes out of the oven, we have two sensors. One's a laser that captures the heat signature. It's a multi-laser on a fixed mount. We also have another fixed mount in a encapsulated box. It's a high resolution camera, and we take a picture of the product after it cooks before we apply the lid, and we attach all of those pictures and that data to every single receipt. So when you place an order, you can see from the point your product was assembled and loaded and transported, how long it was stored in the fridge, after it was cooked, what did it look like. Our company handles the customer service, so our customer service agents can actually log in if a customer calls in. The operators don't have to worry about the customer service. We do that. That's part of our service charge for operators. It's optional if the operator has 10 or 20 units, they want to hire their own customer service agent and not go through us, that's fine. We also do the advertising, marketing. You can set this up as a white label. You can design your own menu. We'll do the programming here, create icons. We do the food nutritional facts with our in-house food scientists. And we will create an icon that we upload to your dashboard so you can drag and drop those items to your menu. So your system can handle whatever you want to cook in it, as long as it's approved by our system. So anyway, that's enough for one update, but I wanted you guys to see the product and to kind of, see where we're going, what our vision is. We also have a fresh fridge that doesn't have cooking on it. We serve everything in these containers. We have a patent pending on that, where you make salads, you run it through a conveyor that applies the induction sealing, applies a label with the QR code. When you take these, transport these to your unit, scan the unit and put it on a shelf, our system then knows what the product is, when it's going to expire. And the reason why we do that is because if the product expires and is blocking the products behind it, it will kick out onto the gantry. And the opposite side of the kiosk, drive-through kiosk, we have a receptacle. and it purges these items out of inventory so that it frees up the products behind it. You can do sushi, you can do chicken salad, you can do sub sandwiches, wraps, you can do salads, and everything is served along with chips, beverages, side items, and condiments. So it's a full restaurant. It's just our version of not cooked meals. So we have a cook and hold, we have a fresh fridge. The fresh fridge, you can take out the AC, you can drop in a freezer, and voila, you have a drive-through ice cream location. And we also have a model where you can do part freezer, part fridge. And so that's what we are. We're really focusing on setting these up in empty parking lots. We can set them up in airports, theme parks, retail spaces, partnered up with self-pour technology. So it's like a restaurant in a box. So anyway, with that being said, it's a long video. I don't know how many of y'all ended up watching the whole thing, but that's our technology. Please consider supporting us. We're on Start Engine. As you know, you're getting this update. $250 minimum investment. If you invest right now, within the next 18 or 19 days, you get 15% bonus shares. So please consider supporting us so we can get this technology to the market quickly, and so we can get this out there. So anyway, that's all I've got.